the Los Angeles Unified Micro-Credentialing program, where our mission is to cultivate and recognize educator excellence. My name is Michael Beiersdorf, and I am the Administrative Coordinator for our Micro-Credentialing program, and our team is led by Dr. Marco Nava and Interim Chief Human Resources Officer Dr. Frank Serrato, and then Tracy Osby and Mohsin Zaidi, our two amazing coordinators. The work we do in micro-credentialing connects to our district's strategic plan, and specifically the strategy of building the capacity of our employees and the strategy of providing ongoing professional development and implementation support. The strategic plan highlights two measures of success related to micro-credentialing. First, there is the measure of success to increase the percentage of teachers in micro-credentialing programs who come from high-need schools to 80%. We're also working to offer at least 12 micro-credential programs. We're currently in 23-24 at 9, and we're well on our way to having 12. Now, as part of this presentation, the goal is to provide a brief overview of what a micro-credential is. We also have the goal of describing how they are earned in Los Angeles Unified. And then finally, we would like to share some next steps and highlights with you. Now, in terms of an overview of what a micro-credential is, micro-credentials are built on this idea that as adults, we are constantly learning in our day-to-day work that we do in our settings, even beyond what we've learned in our formal education. So as we think about a micro-credential then, on the left side we have some characteristics of a micro-credential, and on the right side we have some characteristics of more traditional forms of professional learning. Micro-credentials require that learners demonstrate new knowledge or maybe existing expertise or knowledge versus being separate from the context in which we work. A micro-credential is competency-based. I actually have to be able to do the thing that I'm learning versus being seat time-based. And then finally, micro-credentials require that I do the learning by applying what I'm doing versus maybe reading about it or just hearing someone tell me about it. Now, when someone earns a micro-credential, they receive a digital badge. A true micro-credential is more than just that pretty picture. The micro-credential is actually connected to data. And some of the data that the micro-credential badge contains is the criteria the learner had to meet to demonstrate their competency. It provides information about the issuer, in our case about our district, and the programs that put the micro-credential together. There's alignment to professional standards, National Board, California Teaching Standards for the teaching profession, and the Teaching and Learning Framework. And then very powerfully, our micro-credentials attach to a digital portfolio of evidence of artifacts. So if that's what a micro-credential and a digital badge are, how do we earn them in Los Angeles Unified? In Los Angeles Unified, our goal is to provide a space for educators, teachers, administrators, certificated staff, to come together to cultivate expertise in designated areas and then to be recognized their accomplishments. The idea of the micro-credential then as a district is we already offer many opportunities for folks to earn a preliminary credential. We provide opportunities to add an added authorization. We have opportunities to participate in an induction program, and many outstanding professional learning, professional development opportunities. We also know that if we really want more advanced learning, we can go ahead and earn maybe our national boards, or maybe we get a master's degree, or we earn a doctorate. The micro-credential is positioned right in between where you see the gap on the screen. In addition to all the incredible PD opportunities that currently exist, how might I engage in a very rigorous, ongoing learning process to build my capacity to better serve my students? Yes, it's not a doctorate, it's not a master's, and it's not the national board, but it has a significant amount of rigor embedded. The idea then is when we have educators earning micro-credentials, we have administrators earning micro-credentials, and those micro-credentials are in areas connected to specific school needs, then we'll have even higher performing students. We currently have a website, achieve.lausd.net/microcred is the older website, and now that we migrated over, we have lausd.org/microcred. Both websites will get you to our website, and on our website, you'll be able to learn about all of our 9 current programs. And the one thing that I wanted to draw your attention to here is our learning plans. So the learning plan for every program has the same structure, but of course the content would be different. So every learning plan, as you see here on the screen, I'm showing an example for STEAM, is 105 hours worth of learning. 30 of those hours are spent in face-to-face, in-person instruction. 45 of those hours are spent doing online asynchronous e-learning activities in MyPLN, and 30 of those hours are spent creating learning artifacts that we call EOLA. What are some highlights from our work? We are super excited that in the 22-23 school year, we have 6 programs, which are now expanding by 3 to a total of 9 programs for 23-24. We're adding programs this school year around anti-racist instruction, family engagement, and social-emotional learning. In terms of other highlights, and we'll share the link to this slide deck with you, we have many distinguished alumni within our district, and we like to highlight the work that they're doing after earning their micro-credential to further the excellence within our districts. Jerry Song, an alumni of our STEAM micro-credentialing program, now leading the work of STEAM within Division of Instruction. Lillian Nava, who was one of our STEAM alumni, working as a STEAM instructional support in Region East. And then we have California Teacher of the Year, Bridget Donald Bloom, so being a STEAM micro-credential alumna. In reading, we have folks earning National Reading Awards, Miss Anila Nayak. And then in dual language, we have folks making national headlines as they do significant work at their school sites based on what they do. In terms of learning more about why folks are earning micro-credentials, what the value is, this video that we have here is available for you to view. And then finally, next steps that we ask you to take. So if you would like to go back and review this presentation, you can go ahead and scan the QR code that you see on the screen here, or go directly to the bit.ly link that you see here on the screen. We've also prepared a flyer for you that you can access via the QR code here or via the bit.ly link. Either will do. And then encourage teams and interested educators to apply on our website and to learn more on our website. Thanks so much for your time and attention, and we hope to see you joining us in one of our micro-credentialing programs.